We wanted to use this opportunity to talk to journalists and media all over Europe, really. So we are several of us traveling these days. And we also have Opera 1050, which we recently released. During this press tour, we expect to have an update on it, the 1051, with several improvements. Of course, being even faster than the fastest browser on Earth. Sometimes it can be good to have some sort of standardization, so people are familiar with the browser when they move from one to another. And choice is important, so it should be easy to move from one browser to another. But of course, they don't have to copy everything. In 10.5 we have basically done two things. We have updated the rendering engine with a brand new JavaScript engine, which has just-in-time compilation. That is the Cyberculture.ro JavaScript engine. We also have a new graphics library, Vega, which means that we have very fast rendering of graphics. You will see that if you run benchmarks on 1050. There are certain areas where we really beat the others. Then we have in user interface, we are also taking advantage of this new Vega graphics engine to have more animations and smooth effects when you, for example, if you move tabs, you can see that they move very smoothly around. There are, of course, it has some things to do with technology, like the Cyberculture JavaScript engine. It's using just-in-time compilation, and this is something that Google Chrome actually came with first, and then everybody else have been doing the same thing, one after another. So we have followed after Chrome and Safari there. Then there's of course a lot of hard work and experience. So of course we get complaints and suggestions from our users all the time, and we are very active in our user forum and try to be in constant touch with our users on their needs. We have the My Opera community website, where we have forums where you can discuss our browsers, and we also have the desktop team itself has its own blog on My Opera, where they ship the pre-release versions, so our users can try out things before we release them officially and give feedback on them. Well, with Opera Mini 5 we also introduced tabbed browsing on the mobile phone. If you haven't tried it, I can give you a little demo of that as well. It has things like password management and optimizing for having a phone and it's a limited device. Well, we have also added some things from our desktop browser, like the speed dial, which is now a visual speed dial in Opera Mini. And there are some improvements to the rendering itself on the server. On desktop, it's many things. It's all from how you're coding, the coding standards, and making sure that we do things correctly from the start. And then we have, of course, the features. We have phishing filter protection. We have malware protection. We are very active in the working groups when it comes to SSL and secure browsing. We do a lot of things there. Still in Opera Mini, for example, we have encryption, strong encryption between the Opera Mini client and our servers, because the real web browser sits on our servers, and the communication between that web browser and the thin client in Opera Mini should be totally secure. The about screen is important because users should have choice. The web is based on open standards, and the open standards will only live as long as there is choice and as long as there is a variety of browsers. If one browser has a monopoly, like IE6 used to have, the work with the standards stop, and the web doesn't evolve as fast as it should be. And it's bad for everyone, including Microsoft. I think the browser in the future will be in your camera. I think it's not just a way to access the web as we know it, but it's also becoming a standardized platform to develop on. So it makes sense to have a very wide range of licenses. First of all, I would really invite them to try it, because I think those of us who try Opera and stay with it for a week or two can't really let go afterwards. So that would be my advice, to really try the choices that are out there and pick the one that suits you best. And we of course believe that Opera is that browser.